I suppose this is the final chapter in the history of Vickers-Armstrong's on Tyneside, the demolition of the Elsick Works. Certainly a matter of months ago since these shops were full of people working, making manufacturing, earning wages, keeping their families. Of course, they're now all on the dole. And the demolition is the final page in the history of Vickers-Elsick. When Armstrong first built the works back in 1840, started making these hydraulic cranes, it was all green fields, and people complained about in building these, the dark satanic mills on the green fields. What was a pleasant village then, along the banks of the River Tyne. And of course now it's going back to being green fields. All the thousands of people that employed and kept their families, all the income it generated, that's all gone now. And we did have an occupation in these shops here. There was an occupation for about 4 weeks sitting in to try to save their jobs. It wasn't successful. Vickers tended to con them, said they were going to review the decision to close the plant, but they were really determined to get this whole site cleared, move along to new works with a much reduced labour force, and of course lease this site for people to build small factory units on. About 140 years of history is ending with the demolition contractors moving in and knocking it all down. And of course, in the process, destroying the whole kind of fabric of the West End, destroying the economy of the West End, because all the families on Scotswood Road there, they depended upon the main breadwinner was working here in the Elsick Works and keeping the whole of the economy of the West End going. We're here coming up to the VSG. That shop there was where the VSG was built. In the VSG, the end of 1959 was the first big activity to close down in Elsick. This is the car body dye shop, the kind of centre of the trade union activity, the leading shop for wages and conditions in Vickers-Armstrong's Elsick Works. And the whole of the history of the works is linked with the history of Newcastle and the growth, from the Industrial Revolution of the engineering plants, the shipyards, and the decline of Vickers-Armstrong's works, of course, is linked with the decline of the shipbuilding and engineering manufacturing bases of British industry. Vickers closed down Elsick Works in engineering. Thatcher closes down Britain and the manufacturing base of Britain and British engineering.